Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to the release date. I listened to Unleashed a lot to try and compare the two, and yeah, I think Split Personality is going to be a massive success. So I'm really looking forward to the release date. My favorite song. What songs? I'm a big fan of a love song because that is a song dedicated to my girlfriend. I also like Daddy's Letter to You because that's obviously about my unborn child. Dedicated to You, that's quite a big one because obviously my granddad passed away during the making of this album, and I wanted to do something, you know. People say that when someone passes away, people deal with like how they're feeling in different ways. The way I always deal with my emotions is to make a song about whatever I'm feeling. So, yeah, they're probably my favourite three songs. I mean, I have some favourites on the deluxe edition, but I'm not gonna mention those ones. My least favourite songs. I like every single song on the album, to be honest. But if I had to choose a couple of songs, I would say You've Decided and King are probably my least favourite. Writer's Block, I like the lyrics, but I would say that's the least favourite because of the simple fact that at the time I did have writer's block and I was trying to think of lyrics, and that song took a long time to write because I just physically couldn't couldn't focus on just writing rhymes. My thought process, well, the first thing, like how do I think of the album then? That's simple. I just write all the songs, I record all the songs, and then whatever direction those songs are taking me, that normally revolves around the choice. Like for instance, Split Personality. At first, it wasn't going to be called that. I actually had a different name lined up for it, but as I kept on writing more and more songs, the name just didn't suit the song as such. I mean, it just Split Personality because obviously there's so many battles in my mind. I thought Split Personality was a better idea than the original one. As for the songs, as I said, I listen to a beat or I make a beat and then I will write a song that I feel is appropriate to the beat, and that's how I think of the song, and that's how I think of the name of the song, and that's how I think of the lyrics as well. And the delivery, well, that's I more or less just basically make up a flow in my head and just rap to that flow and see if that flow will blend with the beat. And if that flow doesn't blend with the beat, then I find a different flow. There's a big process to it. I mean, like every single song I write, I write like three or four different like versions of it, all with the same name, but different different wordplay, different patterns, different flows, different rhymes, and just see which one I think would come out best if I actually did record them. And then obviously I go through those four. I listen to the beat, I listen to the lyrics, I read the lyrics, I rap the lyrics, and then I think to myself, right, so option one's out, option two's out, that leaves me three and four, and then I'll just keep on going back and forth between all four until I come to a conclusion of which song I believe is appropriate for the album. And the subject of an album is more or less. I just, it's, as I said earlier, I just literally I listen to a beat or I make a beat, and depending on like how the beat sounds, does the beat sound sad? Is it a happy beat? Is it upbeat? Is it angry? Is it dark? Is it depressing? It depends. However the beat sounds, that will depend on what subject I'm basing. Because if it's a happy song, like if it's a happy beat, I can't make a sad song over a happy beat because it just wouldn't make any sense. What is my highlight? My favourite part of making an album is always recording. Um, the recording is my favourite part by far. It was always going to be my favourite. I love I love the feeling of standing in front of a microphone. I got obviously my team there all ready to record. I got me stood there with the mic dead in front of my face, and I've got my lyrics either on a sheet of paper. Most of the time they're on my phone, to be honest. So just stood there, phone, just scrolling through and spitting. There is no feeling better than that to me. Is there anything I wish I'd done differently? Um, a lot of people, like a lot of my team, fans that have heard like singles and obviously like family, they've all said there's a lot of intros on most of the songs. Like on like, I think I went through and I think like on the deluxe version, for instance, I think there's like an intro on like 13, 14 songs out of 17. There is a lot of intros, but because the album's mostly a storytelling album, I feel like if I didn't have the intro, people wouldn't understand what I'm rapping about. I don't want to get too much into it because it would just ruin the album. But yeah, with a lot of my songs, there is an intro just to basically introduce why I'm rapping about whatever the subject is on that song. Um, yeah, there is a hidden track on the album. Uh, I won't say what the song is, and I won't say where it is, but yeah, there is a hidden track on the album. It's not just on the deluxe version; it's also on the original version. So, if you buy Split Personality or Split Personality Deluxe Edition, there is a hidden track on both albums. In my opinion, yeah, this album is definitely better than Unleashed. Um, as I said, I listened to Unleashed a lot to make sure that I really nailed this album. Unleashed was a decent album. I'm not gonna lie. I still listen. I still listen to it today. But going through the songs, I've noticed my flow has changed. I've become more uh, experienced, I suppose. I sound more comfortable. I'm happier. In Unleashed, I noticed a lot of the songs were very depressing, and I just didn't ever sound happy. But in Split Personality, I sound a lot happier, and I know that I am a lot happier. Because when I was making Unleashed, I actually still lived with my parents in their house. But now that I've moved out, I actually live with my girlfriend now. My life has just improved a lot, and I'm a lot happier. That's why Split Personality is such a great album, because it's basically just summing up how my life has improved. Um, yeah, so yeah, Split Personality, in my opinion, is a better album than Unleashed. I'm already working on a new album because of the simple fact that I write lyrics every single day. There's not a day that goes past where I don't at least think of lyrics. I'm always it bangs away in my head constantly. It actually drives me insane. But yeah, I'm always writing lyrics, always thinking of new lyrics, always thinking of new ways to pronounce the words, new ways to flow, um, new different beats. I try to make sure that every single song I make is better than the song before that. So if I made a song today, for instance, tomorrow I would make sure that I've made a song that's even better than the one I made the day before. The main topic of the new album I'm working on hasn't really got a main topic at the moment. I've made two songs on the album. Well, I've made three songs, but two of them are going on the album. One of them isn't. One of them I've already released. It was yeah, that was already been released, and I'm currently writing two more. It doesn't really have a topic yet, like a main subject or a main base, but as you know, as it goes on, I'll think of a main base for the song, and that's obviously how I'll come up with the name of the album, and that's how that'll work. No, no, I haven't got a name for it yet. As I said, it's all about the topic. Whatever topic that becomes a main subject, that will depend on what the album's called. I did a remix of Eminem's song "Fool" because a lot of people were saying to me that it's a good song, and because I'm such a massive Eminem fan, people were saying like oh, you should do a song, you should do a cover, and I thought to myself, no, I've already done a cover of Eminem's song. I need a Doctor by Eminem, Dr. Dre, and Skylar Grey. So I said, no, I can't do a cover because that's what's the point? I've already done a cover, and then I thought to myself, right, well, people want me to do it, and to be honest, I reckon I could do it. So rather than doing a cover, I thought, okay, well, if I do a remix, then not only am I showing that I have skill, I'm also showing the fact that um, that I can write to a beat that I haven't made, because obviously it's Eminem's beat, it's not my beat. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to do something a bit different to what I normally do, so I thought I'll make my own remix. That's why it's called Full Remix, because the main subject is still that I'm not gonna fall. I'm still going strong. But yeah, and some people have heard it and said, well, it's not Eminem standard. It's not gonna be. I'm not Eminem standard. No way. But yeah, I enjoyed making everything really. I made my own chorus, did the verses, did the intro, the outro. Everything was just perfect. I loved it. It was loads of fun. Anything else I want to say to the fans? Basically, thank you all as usual. I appreciate everything you've done. I hope you enjoyed this interview. And 1st of December, as you know, Split Personality comes out, so pre-order it now if you haven't already. If you have, you'll receive your copy on December 1st.